I'm Chris Trott, Trotty Golf. This full swing kit gives you 16 data points. But how do we know what each piece of data means? Well, you're going to follow along and we're going to explain it to you in this video. As you look down at your data points, there's a lot of information, but one of the first places to go is going to be Club Path. But it's important that you get everything set up correctly. A little tip for you when you're out practicing, you've got a beautiful range like this with multiple targets. Let's get ourselves orientated to the correct spot. I've got an alignment stick down, setting me up to that blue flag out there. I've got my full swing kit 10 feet behind. That's important so it can capture the data. But also you'll notice at the bottom there's a cog that you're going to press. Once you go into that, you're going to set a new target. And you'll see there's some parameters here. I have my golf ball, and this is a live picture you can see as I move the golf ball. I want to get it as close as possible, find myself a good lie to that middle solid line. That is going to be our ball to target line. You can see I've got a right parameter and a left parameter when it comes into setting myself up. You want your golf ball to be inside those areas in order to give you some accurate data. Set target line. It's got me recording a pitching wedge right now. Again, that's important because it gives you the parameters of the data when you hit. It also lets this device know exactly what's going on. It'll give you a fantastic summary at the end, so be sure to watch on for that tutorial. But path in itself is all going to be in relation to that ball to target line. That shot I've just hit, 0.5 to the right. What does that mean? It means as the club moves through space and it comes through this hitting area, it's actually going 0.5 degrees out to the right of target. So we deem that as this is the inside, that is the outside. I'll give you another example, just fire one down there, just a regular golf shot. Not a bad hit. Probably be pretty similar, pretty neutral, similar ball flight. It's coming up on my device. It's also coming up on my iPhone, 2.9 to the right. So I actually push that one a little bit more in the club path. As I go back here, find myself a slot, let's see if we can move that path now. So that one was a long way, 2.9 out to the right. Gonna try and see if I can get now, just moving this way a little bit. If you think about trying to change the ball flight, where would you need that? There's a bit of a breeze now coming off the right. So as a player, I might want to hold up the golf shot, or you might have an obstacle in the way like a tree or something. Think about table tennis, where you play that cut shot and slide across it. That's what I'm trying to do with this golf swing. I'm going to aim a little bit further left, see if we can change our path from that 2.9. And you can see the ball moves a hair from left to right in its flight. Obviously this is a pitching wedge, but the information I'm key and want to know, minus 1.1 left. So now it gives you a negative number, which means you're swinging to the left versus the positive to the right. But for you, the golfer, when you're here practicing, it gives you some feels about the orientation as to where your club is and do you have the ability to move it as a player. It's an important number as you get deeper into club fitting, deeper into teaching, but also knowing your blueprint as a player and how you perform. If you consistently move 1.1 to the left, obviously there's some other numbers we're going to dive into, but if they're in the right place, totally acceptable. It'll give you a certain ball flight. Great players have won huge tournaments from that position. It's just what you do. Don't be afraid, it doesn't have to be on zero, but if you do have the ability to move it to the left and move it to the right, it's a great skill set for your toolbox as you as a golfer.